What's up guys, Jarv here, back today jumping into Destiny 2. Now in today's video we're taking a look at the Destiny content vault and specifically the content that's within it and how that can map out over year 4. So if you're excited about some nostalgia trips coming in year 4, then be sure to stick around and check out the video. If you enjoy the video, be sure to leave a rating down below, that super helps me out here on the channel. And if you are new around here and want to keep up to date with all the latest Destiny 2 content, be sure to hit subscribe as well. But without further delay guys, let's jump into the video. Throughout the announcements for Beyond Light, we got some more details about some reprised content coming in year 4 and specifically from the Destiny content vault. This was announced alongside Beyond Light as well as the next 2 expansions, The Witch Queen and Lightfall, coming in 2021 and 2022 respectively. Now a lot of the information we got from Bungie was around Destiny 2 being too large and it being very difficult and ineffective to update and maintain the game in its current size. The current size and complexity of the game are also contributing to a lot of the bugs and providing the studio with less opportunities to innovate in and around content. Now this is where the Destiny content vault comes to life. So instead of building Destiny 3 and leaving D2 behind, each year they're going to be cycling out older, less active content out of the live game and into what they're calling the Destiny content vault. Now this will allow them to add and support Destiny 2 for many years to come, including the 3 annual expansions that I mentioned earlier in the video. Now the Destiny content vault will include all the content from Destiny 1 and anything that cycles out of Destiny 2, such as Titan, Io, Mars and Mercury, which are all being added to the vault in November this year. And Bungie have said they will bring back or unvault activities and destination content from the content vault each year, and unvaulting starts in D2 year 4 with the Cosmodrome returning, as well as the 3 strikes and the return of the Vault of Glass raid. So as of the 10th of November, the Cosmodrome will be a selectable explorable destination, but not at the full size of the original in Destiny 1. We'll have to wait until season 13 for this, where it will be fleshed out to roughly the same parity of D1 year 1, which is basically the original Cosmodrome minus the Wastelands, but also King's Watch, which was later added in Destiny 1's life cycle. Now the idea behind returning to the Cosmodrome is to further expand on the new Guardian origin story to the new world of Destiny, which is great for new and returning players, and any veteran players will also be able to experience this story as well. So alongside the Cosmodrome itself, we'll also get the Will of Crota strike once it returns in season 12. Once the destination is further fleshed out in season 13, we'll also gain access to the Devil's Lair and the Fallen Saber strikes, which will also be added to the game. Now, unlike in year 3 where seasonal content was rotated out at the end of each and every season, in year 4, seasonal content will remain, or at least the main activities for that season will, and each year, usually at the expansion boundaries, this will be cycled out with some destination and activity content to make room for new experiences for the up and coming year. Now the main reasons behind all of this is to create a sustainable ecosystem where the world can continue to grow and evolve in exciting new ways, and it allows Bungie to quickly update the game more effectively and utilise over 3 years worth of content that's already inside the Destiny content vault from Destiny 1 and utilise that within the world of Destiny 2. Now Bungie have said it takes almost twice as long to create entirely new content compared to reprising and re-energising existing or legacy content. Now with all this information in mind, what are seasonal content drops likely to look like now, and what sort of content are we expected to see come out of the content vault as well? Well, with the expansion of the Cosmodrome in season 13, strikes are very much a possibility when it comes to reprised content. 2 examples of that are the Devil's Lair and the Fallen Saber strike, again for the Cosmodrome, but it's possible that we may see further strikes return later in the year. Now it's important to note that not all reprised content will return necessarily in its original form. Luke Smith has said previously that seasonal content can be themed based, so things like the Strike playlists or the Crucible playlist for example could be themed around a particular season, and with that in mind it's possible that these 2 strikes could be themed around the season in which they return. Now something that hasn't specifically been mentioned but is inside the Destiny content vault is the SRL. Now the SRL is the Sparrow Racing League, and this was a very popular event, one of my personal favourites inside Destiny 1. There were 4 tracks and you can still play this if you jump back onto Destiny 1 via the private match options. Now the reason I mention SRL is, as well as destination and activity based content, special event based content is also a possibility. A lot of the events that took place in Destiny 1 for example have been reprised and re-energized as part of seasonal events within Destiny 2, and we'll get to see some of that later this year with the Festival of the Lost and also the Dawning event towards the end of the year. So with these events being almost annual now, it's highly possible that we could see SRL later in the summer. And as I said before, I'm a huge fan of SRL, but be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Would you like to see SRL return, and would you be happy for it to return as part of a seasonal content drop? Now, if we take a look at the size of the activities we've been talking about, such as strikes and even special events such as SRL, this gives us an idea of the size of seasonal content drops that we could potentially see in year 4, and the sorts of other pieces of content that we could lean on. Things like Prison of Elders, for example, could very much form part of a seasonal content drop, and even things like Court of Oryx could see a return as part of a seasonal piece of content. Via the Ascendant portals, we've already returned to Savathûn's court, so a similar type of activity within the Ascendant realm is very much a possibility. So the important thing to take from this is that whilst reprised activities may return from Destiny 1 into D2, they may not necessarily be in their original form. They may not even be on their original destination, but there will be a reason, a narrative reason I'm sure, for introducing these things back into the game. If we take a look at year 3, for example, there are some great examples of seasonal content which are very reminiscent of other content already in the game. Sundial from the Season of Dawn, for example, was very reminiscent of the Menagerie, which is also being removed with the Destiny content vault. We've got the Seraph Tower event and the bunkers from Season of the Worthy, which are very reminiscent of this Fallen Saber Strike, which is being reprised itself in Season 13. And if you want to think bigger, if you want to think entire destination, then the Moon was reprised as part of Shadowkeep as an entirely reimagined destination for a massive annual expansion. And whilst the Cosmodrome isn't the main meat on the bones for this full expansion, it's highly possible that we could see other destinations return later down the line, forming a critical part of the narrative path. And probably one of the most exciting pieces of news that we've touched upon a little bit in this video is the return of the Vault of Glass from Destiny 1. Whilst it's likely that this won't be on Venus, it's possibly going to be part of Nessus this time around. It'd be interesting to see what new mechanics, if any, Bungie choose to use when we return to the Vault later in year 4. But if you're like me, you'll most definitely want to see something new inside that vault. I would like the option of the original version and a reprised version. Ideally, one of those being the featured raid for the week, offering additional loot drops with a contest modifier active. For me, that would be the ideal scenario for the Vault of Glass returning. But as always guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What would you like the Vault of Glass to be when it comes back, and what sort of rewards would you like to get at the very end? Could we see the return of the Vex Mythoclast? So there we have it guys, let's take a quick look at the Destiny content vault. There's a lot of content inside that vault, 3 years worth, and there's 3 years worth of roadmap been announced as well, so it'd be interesting to see exactly how this content could map out over the years to come. But as always, let me know your thoughts down below. If you have enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a rating down below, that super helps me out here on the channel. And if you are new around here and want to keep up to date with all the latest Destiny 2 content, be sure to hit subscribe as well. I'm going to jump back into the game as always guys, but I will catch you all again very soon.